Good evening. It's the next to last Tuesday of the month. That means it is time for our WSCA Audio Theater Live program. Yes, from our Soundstage 909, located at 909 Islington Street, Suite 1 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And featuring local actors with sound effects, radio commercials, reenacting classic old-time radio plays and broadcasts live before an in-studio audience, much as tonight's plays were originally performed during the golden age of radio. Now here's our announcer, John Nash, to introduce tonight's program on WSCA Audio Theater Live.
Good evening, everyone. It is 6 p.m., and you are listening to WSCA LP 106.1 FM, Portsmouth Community Radio. I am indeed John Nash, and welcome to another special edition of Audio Theater. Tonight, my co-host John Lovering and I are happy to once again present live radio theater. Usually the casts of talented local actors and actresses we have assembled perform two classic radio shows as they were originally performed live and before a studio audience. Tonight we have a very special treat for you. Beginning at 6:35 p.m., right here on Soundstage 909 at the WSCA LP studios, there will indeed be not one but two talented local casts from our own Audio Theater's Players groups who will perform live two scripts for you. The treat, the first live performance will not be of a script from radio's golden age. It'll be the world premiere of a play written especially for audio theater by local author and frequent WSCA guest Nicholas Conley. His original radio drama is entitled Something in the Nothing, and it features Erica Wilson, John Pearson, Jessica Rainville, Jesse Duthry, David Frainer, and Susie Manzi in the incredibly talented cast.
There are things that society tries not to look at. These are often the very things we need to take the closest look at. One of these is Alzheimer's disease. Today in the United States, there are 5 million people living with Alzheimer's, a disease that robs individuals of their identity, a disease that cannot be prevented, cured, or rarely slowed down. There are approximately 15,600 nursing homes across America, 69% of which are for-profit. The majority of nursing home residents face jaw-dropping annual bills that average $83,000 per year. These facilities are filled to capacity with residents, but understaffed with caregivers, many of whom must serve the needs of up to 30 residents over the course of a single 8-hour shift. The good people who work in nursing homes do everything they can to be there for the residents, but often have limited resources and work in a system that doesn't value the individuality and respect that every human being deserves. These caregivers often sacrifice their time, health, and their backs for a job that can leave a person heartbroken and traumatized. The play that you will hear tonight is essentially the story of an ongoing conversation between a dementia patient and his caregiver, a conversation that will have a dramatic impact on both of their lives forever. Thank you for listening. And now WSCA Audio Theater presents our own audio theater players in the world premiere of an original play by Nicholas Conley entitled Something in the Nothing. The story begins in the setting of a very busy nursing home facility.
William, are you there? William?
Caitlin, is that you? Please don't let me fall asleep.
It's me. It's Carly. William, will you please take another bite?
Oh, what happened, Caitlin? Everything used to be so wonderful. I don't understand. Remember back when we used to travel all around the world?
My name is Carly.
Huh? Well, that's the oddest thing I've ever heard of. You used to call yourself Caitlin back when we spent all that time in Hawaii. American Samoa was beautiful too. Jamaica, God, such a beautiful sea.
William, honey, Caitlin isn't here right now. Would you like a bite to eat?
Oh, I hate it here. This place, this awful place. I don't want to fall asleep here. Please, don't let me fall asleep.
It's okay, William. Just have something to eat.
What kind of place is this? Why am I here?
We're in Golden Bridges. Same place you've been for a long time.
What? That crappy old nursing home in Eastborough? I'm not in Golden Bridges, good Lord. I'm not a damn fool. Stop trying to pull one over on me.
You've lived here for almost 8 years, honey.
No, I haven't. And don't you try to pretend I have. Hell, seriously, trying to tell me I'm in that nursing home. You gotta be kidding. I don't know what kind of place you put me in here, but I just want to go back home. Back somewhere else. My own bed. My own pajamas.
This is your home, William.
Oh, don't let me fall asleep in this strange place. Don't, please.
William, I've taken care of you for at least 8 years. I remember the day you first came in those doors in your wheelchair. Golden Bridges is your home.
Don't you dare let me fall asleep, young lady. I won't. Don't let me, please.
I'll be back. Hey, Rebecca? Rebecca, over here. Becky, can I get you for a second?
Hey, Carly, what's up?
Your favorite resident is being all weird again. His Alzheimer's symptoms are getting worse. He keeps calling me Caitlin.
Hey, you two rabble-rousers.
Florence?
I demand you bring me to my father. He's the boss of this school, and I have some big complaints to make about that dreadful new teacher.
Hey, Florence, you're still up this late. What's wrong?
I demand my father. He's the principal.
Okay, Florence, we can talk about it soon. Let me just talk to Becky for a minute here, and then we'll see what we can figure out, okay?
Darn right.
Okay, so anyway, I was trying to tell you about William.
Right.
He's really acting up tonight, even more than usual. He keeps calling me Caitlin for some reason.
Oh, well, Caitlin was his wife.
Okay, but didn't she die like 5 years ago? Car accident, right? And he's never called me Caitlin before.
Yeah, but you know how dementia is.
God, I know, it's just, it's so sad seeing him this way. He was such a nice guy.
He still is.
I mean, he was.
Like I said, I really do think he's still in there. I hate how his son never comes in to see him anymore. I swear, I haven't seen that guy in 6 months.
I don't know. William's declined really bad recently, and just these last few weeks, I feel like he's lost such a crazy amount of weight. It's like he's just skin and bones now. In his mind, he's just not there anymore, Becky. He just stares right through me with these glossy eyes and says crazy stuff about not wanting to go to sleep.
Oh, he's still in there, I think.
No, trust me, that crazy guy is not the same William anymore.
No, I really think it is.
Listen, the overnight shift is going to be coming in an hour. William hasn't eaten anything for days except a few bites of applesauce. If I do all the rounds tonight, can you?
Yes, I can try to feed him.
You usually have good luck with him. He likes you.
I hope so.
Thanks, Becky. While you do that, I'll see what Florence is so stressed about. I just don't know what's going on with William, though. This whole thing about not wanting to sleep, it's really kind of unsettling. I wish I knew what to say. You're good at that.
Oh, I never know what to say. I just try to listen and I hope for the best.
Whatever you do, you're really good at it. I mean, hopefully if you try to feed him, then maybe he'll be more receptive and finally get some weight back on his... I got it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll get this one. Then I'll go talk to Florence before she starts hitting her roommate's bed with the cane again. You go hang out with William, okay?
Okay. William? It's me, Becky. I came to see if you're hungry or...
Oh, don't let me fall asleep. Please, don't let me fall asleep.
William, it's okay.
Don't, Caitlin. Caitlin, is that you?
Yeah, sure. It's me, William.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here, Caitlin. Oh, wow, I'm so happy.
I brought you some yogurt.
Oh, thank God. That last girl, I thought she was you, Caitlin, but then I knew better. She kept trying to make me eat this dreary, mushy stuff that tasted awful.
Well, I know what you like.
Yogurt. Is it strawberry flavoured?
Of course. Here you go, sir. Have a bite.
Oh, thank you. Just don't let me fall asleep, okay? Please, Caitlin, this is such a strange place. I don't want to sleep here. I don't want to sleep at all.
Oh, come on, sir. Why is such a good-looking, hard-working man like you so worried about falling asleep?
Oh, please, I had a beautiful life. We both did. We saw all over the world. It was so beautiful. I just don't want to forget about all those good times.
Oh, the pictures in your album are gorgeous. I especially like the pictures that you took from Indonesia and the Philippines, where the ocean just looks so wow, you know? Now, I never knew how many tropical destinations were in this world until I met you.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, the Philippines. Hey, remember that little shack on the coastline? Wow, that was a trip.
It definitely was. Here, another spoonful?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, let me know if you need anything. I'll be in with Florence.
I don't like that woman.
Oh, she's a nice person. She just gets too stressed out sometimes.
I don't like her.
She just sometimes forgets to breathe, you know what I mean?
No. How could she forget to breathe? She has lungs, doesn't she? Damn her.
Yeah, I guess she does have lungs. Though you'd never believe it when you see how much she smokes.
Yeah.
Here, have another bite.
Oh, gladly.
You never smoked, right?
Boy, are you kidding? Don't you remember all the cigarettes I used to have with my morning coffee? Gosh, it was awful.
What? Really? You? I can't even picture it.
Yeah. The tobacco companies probably loved me.
How did you quit?
Well, you know, one day I just looked at our son Joshua. You remember back when he used to sit up there in that high chair with his chubby little hands and his marvellous little smile, and there I was puffing away at this awful old cancer stick, filling the whole kitchen up with smoke. Ugly stuff.
No kidding.
And you know, I just looked at Joshua there with his smile, and I thought, heck, I owe it to this kid to make sure he still has a dad when he gets older. So, when he has his own kids, they have a grandpa. And would you know it, I just quit right there and then, just like that.
That's incredible, sir. Joshua is lucky to have a dad like you.
Yeah. Wait, where is he?
Joshua?
Yeah, it's late as hell. He should be home by now.
I'm sure he's at work. I'm sure he's just pulling long hours at work, and, you know, he has a wife and kids at home, right? I'm sure he'll be back here soon.
At work? Wife and kids?
Yeah, he must be...
You're kidding me. He's only 6 years old. We don't live in some cruddy totalitarian dictatorship where 6-year-olds have to work. I bet he's just being rebellious again and staying out with some friends at the pond. That's what I'll bet. When was the last time he was back here at home?
I'm not, Well,
you don't have to apologize for that, young man. It's his fault he never comes to see me. I just wish... I wish he was here more often. Honestly, I would chop off my left hand to see him every day. Once a week even. God, please, Caitlin, don't let me fall asleep.
Okay, come on, William. Tell me. Why are you afraid of falling asleep?
Oh, I don't know what you're asking. I'm not... It's so horrible how this happens to a person, so awful. I just hate it. It makes me want to die. Nobody cares. Not my son, not you, nobody.
Whoa, relax. A lot of people care about you.
Oh, like who?
Well, I care.
I don't even know where I am.
You're here, at home, with people who care about you like me.
Oh, I don't know where here is. I have some ideas, but... Oh, but wait, this is a dentist office, isn't it? Why are they forcing me to stay here overnight to get a damn root canal?
Remember, you have dentures.
Ooh, exactly. So why do I need a root canal?
It's not a dentist's...
It's just awful. Nobody cares. I'm just stuck here, and everybody lacks like I'm a little kid. They all talk down to me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, not you, Caitlin. You never do that.
Are you sure?
Oh, of course I'm sure. Well, that's only because we spend our lives together, so you know who I really am. It's easy for you to look past whatever I am now. Do you remember how we met, Caitlin? Such a wonderful day. And our wedding, oh, wow.
What was it like?
Oh, such a day. I can never forget it. I remember the church bells ringing. My parents, your parents, both of them sitting next to each other. You had Lucille as your maid of honor. I remember she was crying. My best man, what was his name again?
What was it?
Oh, heck, you tell me.
Joe? John? Robert, maybe?
No, it was oh, I don't know. What was it? Who cares? What I really remember is standing there just sweating and shaking, scared out of my wits, you know. And there's this beautiful woman in a white dress just walking down the aisle, just walking. And I remember the music that started playing. Oh.
Do you, William Stewart, take Caitlin Keller to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love, honor, comfort, and cherish her from this day forward, forsaking all others, keeping only unto her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Caitlin Keller, take this man, William Stewart, to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live in the holy...
William, are you okay? Cough it out, sir. William, are you okay? Here, let me wipe your lip. Are you okay?
I'm just thinking about that little white dress, the church bells. It was so wonderful, so...
But are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just remembering, looking back.
The wedding?
Oh, other times, I think. Remember Hawaii, the family that we stayed with? They're good folks, they really were. And then American Samoa. Wow, God, what some wonderful times. But none of it feels real anymore. The water was such a beautiful color, remember? Wow, what a sight. I love you, Caitlin. I'm so glad we can experience this together.
William, what is that up ahead?
Oh, there's nothing up ahead, hon.
There's a light, a white light just over the horizon.
Can't
you see it?
I don't see anything.
The light. William, can you hear me?
Caitlin, everything is dark.
William, can you hear me? Can't you see the light on the horizon?
Oh, it's all dark. Don't let me fall asleep. Oh no, don't let me.
William, it's Caitlin. Can you hear me, William? I do care, William. Can you hear me? I'm trying to.
William, can you hear me?
Don't let me fall asleep, please, Caitlin. I don't see the light, the white light. I'm just there's all this darkness, all this fog. I don't know what day it is.
I'm right here, sir.
But where is here?
Here is here, together. This place, the place that you want it to be, wherever that is.
But it isn't Hawaii. It isn't American Samoa. It's just some awful dentist's office where they make you stay overnight for some reason, some terrible little bed where they wrap my bottom up in some awful paper or plastic thing and wipe me with cold, wet rags every few hours. It's awful, awful.
But Hawaii still happened. The Philippines still happened. Everything you did, William, it all still matters.
Oh, I feel like it was yesterday.
Well, as long as you remember it, just take that memory and hold on to it and...
Oh, but what if I don't get to keep the memory, though? I feel like everything I did is so foggy now. I barely remember who my dentist is or what surgery he's got to do on my mouth. It's all just Greek to me. I know you, I remember you, but what if Hawaii, the wedding, and everything else just fades away like it never happened? Did it still happen?
Of course. Yes, of course it did.
Oh, as long as you still remember everything, Caitlin, then it still matters. You'll always remember, right? Please.
Yeah.
Oh, everything's awful now. I can't move. I can't practically even think clearly anymore for some reason.
It's okay. I'm here.
It's not okay. It's just not. Not at all. Nothing makes sense, and I don't get why. Everything's so dark and cloudy, so uncertain, like trying to find a dead spider carcass in a pile of cobwebs, and maybe I'm the spider, or maybe my memories are the cobwebs. I don't know anymore. I just don't know.
I wish I could... I wish I could change that for you, but I do care about you, William.
No, you shouldn't.
I swear, I really do. You have to believe me when I say that I care about you.
Oh, you shouldn't.
Please, have another bite.
Oh, I'm not hungry. Just don't let me fall asleep. Whatever you do, please, please, please don't let me fall asleep.
You haven't eaten in days, William.
Oh, who cares? Stop pretending to care.
Please, just have something.
Oh, I'm not a human being anymore.
Hey, Rebecca. Everything still okay?
Oh, get out, you imposter.
Do you need help, Rebecca?
Get out! Now! Don't talk to her, Caitlin. She lies, and she schemes, and she pretends that I'm in that god-awful Golden Bridges nursing home. Don't trust a damn word that woman says. I swear, lady, if you come in my damn doorway again, I'll...
Rebecca, do you need help? Is everything okay in here?
Yeah, I'm okay in here.
Okay, just ring if you need me.
Don't let her come back in.
She's a good person, William. Like I said, she's just too stressed. She has 3 kids. She just got out of her second divorce, pretty hard up for money. She works way too many double shifts. It's very stressful, but I do understand why you get mad at her.
You care about me. She doesn't. She doesn't even think I'm a real person anymore. I hear her say it in the hallway when she thinks I'm not listening.
You heard her?
Of course I hear her. I always do. I'm not a damn fool. Though I agree with her on that. That's the awful part of it. I'm not a human being.
You are.
No, not at all.
William, you are a human being.
I'm not. I'm really not. Human beings know who they are. They get to decide what they do, when they eat, where they go. And they can get in and out of bed without their leg bones breaking into pieces.
But...
I'm a damn collection of loose body parts and scattered brain cells.
No, you are much, much more than that.
I don't know. Everything hurts. Nothing is good. I don't know what I am, but it's not a human being. But just please don't let me fall asleep. Please, please.
You can still think. You can still feel. You still have rights, William, and I promise I will do everything I can to help you. Get anything that you need. I'm here for you.
It's not fair. We had a wonderful life, Caitlin. We did so many things, went all over the world. We were supposed to have our wonderful retirement where we just spent our last few years out on the old sailboat, sending postcards back home. We saved all of our lives for it. It's all we wanted all those years. How come, why?
You still matter.
What?
William, you still matter. You are still a human being.
Oh, you don't know how hard it is.
Well, maybe not, but I still care about you. And I will do whatever I can to help you. Just know that you're still a human being. Know that you still matter. Just know that.
I'm really glad you said that. I don't know how to explain why the words, I can't think of them, but I'm glad.
Well, thank you, sir. It's an honor to know someone like you.
I appreciate that you actually want to listen to a crazy old man like me talk. It's all I ever need. Nobody else wants to listen.
Well, I'll listen anytime you want, all night if you need.
But thank you, but I am actually rather tired. I'm going to get some rest. Can you stay here until I fall asleep? You can just sit in the chair there, maybe read a magazine. I have a big stack of National Geographics.
I'll be right here. Get some rest, William.
Are you still there?
Of course.
Oh, good. You're a sweet girl.
Thank you. You're too nice.
You are. You're really sweet. You're not really Caitlin, though, are you?
No, I'm not.
You almost fooled me. What's your real name?
Becky.
Good night, Becky. Oh.
Good night.
Hey, how is he?
Oh, he's asleep. He just wanted to talk for a while, have someone listen. He didn't eat much, but I tried.
Wow, okay. You're doing a double tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah.
You forgot?
Totally forgot.
Tell you what, the overnight shift just came in. It's Joe working tonight, so that's good. I'll give report to him, fill him in on everything that happened. You just go home and get some rest, okay? It's supposed to rain all night, so be safe on the roads.
Thank you so much, Carly. Hey, I'm home.
Hi, honey. You want me to heat up some leftovers? Nothing too exciting, but,
Oh, God, Kyle, that sounds wonderful. Thank you. Let me just sit down first.
Sure. How was work?
Oh, tough day. My favorite resident, he's not doing so well. I sat with him. I seriously wish I had stayed overnight. I'm just worried because he's still in there, you know? He's still alive, but people act like he's not. He hears them.
Oh, of course he's still alive.
Well, he still matters.
Of course. And you know that, Becky. That's why the residents all love you.
Well, maybe they do. Maybe. I don't know.
Obviously they do. Are you kidding? I remember when I brought you that foot-long sandwich the other week, how when you introduced me to all the residents, they kept telling me what a wonderful person you are. I've never heard so many compliments in all my life.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know.
You do make a difference, Becky. You can't forget that. And I bet you made a big difference in that guy's night tonight.
Maybe.
I guarantee you did.
I just wish I could have done more.
Well, hey, listen. I'm going to go heat up those leftovers.
Actually, Kyle, is it okay if I just go to bed? I just remember that I'm working a double shift at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'm just exhausted. I could drop to sleep in like 30 seconds. Is it okay?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You sure? I really appreciate you thinking of me with the leftovers and staying up until I got home. That was really nice of you.
Yeah, it's all good. Go ahead, Becky. Get some sleep.
Good morning, Rebecca. Didn't you just work last night?
Oh, yeah, I'm exhausted.
I can tell, based on the size of that coffee cup. I need one myself. I could never get back to sleep after working overnight.
Well, how did everyone do last night anyways?
Well, Fred couldn't sleep. Maria is still on contact precautions, though they're running a test for it later this afternoon. Florence kept going on and on about her father all night, saying that he was the principal and that he was going to shut the school down if we didn't change something or something like that. I don't know what.
What about William?
Oh, you didn't hear?
What happened?
You saw the sign outside his door, right?
Joe, just tell me, what happened?
William, he passed away last night.
No.
Yeah. It was quiet, peaceful. I went in at 5 a.m., took his pulse, and he was gone. Happened while he was asleep.
Oh, my God.
He was in so much pain these last few weeks. Just wasn't himself anymore.
No. He was still William. He was still in there. Oh my God, I can't believe that
He was such a great guy. It sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, before before then, he rang his call bell at 11:30. He told me to give this to the nice girl who took care of him that night. I think he meant for you to have it.
Is it a letter?
Maybe. I didn't read it.
It says, oh my God. It says,
What does it say? What does it say?
it says, thank you, Becky. It says, thank you, Becky, for listening to a crazy old man talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the world premiere of an original play entitled Something in the Nothing by Nicholas Conley. WSCA Audio Theater is proud that we were able to debut this excellent radio play about a topic that touches so many of our lives, Alzheimer's disease, and some of the issues that surround the care of Alzheimer's patients. We deeply and sincerely thank Nicholas Conley for his excellent radio script. Our audio theater players for this evening's production of Something in the Nothing included Erica Wilson as Rebecca, John Pearson as William, with Jessica Rainville playing Carly, Susie Manzi as Florence and Caitlin, Jesse Duthry as Kyle, and yours truly, David Frainer, as the minister, Joe, and your announcer. Something in the Nothing was presented by Portsmouth Community Radio Audio Theater, directed by John Lovering and John Nash, technical direction and sound effects by John Lovering. Our archive photographer is Steve Koval. Thank you to our in-studio audience. Please give yourselves a round of applause. And thank you as well to our on-air and online listeners. Clap to your radio or computer. We remind you that WSCA, Portsmouth Community Radio, is a 501c3 nonprofit, all-volunteer organization, a truly independent radio station. We depend almost entirely upon financial support from listeners, people like you, in the form of memberships and underwriters. You can become a member for as little as $35 a year by going to our website, wscafm.org, and clicking on the Become a Member link. There are also discount memberships for seniors and students. Please support your community radio station. And if you are an individual in business or a business owner, or you know someone who owns a business and would like information on our extremely reasonable underwriting packages, please email underwriting@wscafm.org for information. We thank you in advance for your support. We will now take a 10-minute intermission as we set the stage for our next radio play, a reenactment of the very funny series known as My Favorite Husband, that starred Lucille Ball and Richard Denning. Tonight's episode is The Wills, with Kathy Sumsich playing Liz Cooper and Eddie McGee as her husband, George. While we get ready for My Favorite Husband, we'll turn the mic over to John Nash, who is at the controls in Studio A, who will be interviewing some of the cast members of our Something in the Nothing production. John?
Thank you, David. And we're back inside the studio during intermission. While playwright Nicholas Conley is on his way to the mic, I will remind you that you are listening to WSCALP Portsmouth 106.1 FM. We are Portsmouth Community Radio. It is 77 degrees outside. I've taken care of all that. I'm joined in the studio by Nicholas Conley and by Erica Wilson. Thank you both for joining me. I will get the right mics up and not mic 2 and prevent everyone from getting feedback outside. Yep, you can, or the headsets are totally optional at this point. So, wonderful performance. Nicholas, we'll just start with you. How does it feel to have written a play and heard it performed?
Well, extremely surreal. Pretty amazing to see it up there in front of me while I'm... it's extremely surreal all around. Great feeling, though.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And joining Nicholas is Erica, who played Rebecca tonight. Welcome, Erica.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Hi.
and Erica, you are an actress.
I am.
Pretty much. Can you tell us some of what you've done? This is your big chance to plug what's coming up. And
All right. Well, I've done stage and film. And then, of course, I've actually done some voice work for some short films. This is my first audio play, so that was kind of nice.
what did you think of it?
I think it's really cool and a fantastic story.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously, the subject matter is sad, but very well written. He's great with dialogue.
No, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we've been encouraging him to do more.
Yeah, it takes a certain something to be able to have an actor read the dialogue and feel that it's natural. So.
Right. And how was acting on radio different than some of the other acting that you've done?
Well, actually, I just mentioned this recently to friends that, voice acting is acting because sometimes you still have to go somewhere in your mind that you don't necessarily want to go to get where you need to get. So, like, for instance, with this subject matter, my father has Alzheimer's. And so at the end when I'm, want the emotion actually there, I start thinking about stuff. And that's what you do, whether you're on stage or you're on film. Oftentimes, so It's very similar.
Right. Yeah, Nicholas, as you were hearing it, was it as you envisioned it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think the strangest thing with, because I've written novels and short stories and so on, but this is the first time I've seen something I've written performed in front of me. So the surrealness of seeing my own voice kind of reflected back at me, because I know when writing it I can hear things that clearly came from my head, but then seeing it reflected back is amazing, and seeing these characters become real people in front of me is just such a amazing feeling.
Right, yeah. And I knew before I even read the script that there'd be a reference to Hawaii in it. I mean, for those of you that haven't listened to Nicholas before when he's been a guest. The Hawaiian shirts. Yes. Always a Hawaiian
Every
shirt.
day, yeah.
Yep. And we're joined by John Pearson. We just have to do a little, musical chair work, because the third mic is actually the mic out in the studio. So John will just swing around. John played William tonight. There's more choreography in this interview than there was out in the performance. John, thank you for joining us. And you are not an actor by profession.
No, not at all.
Yes, do you want to tell the listeners what your career was?
Oh, I worked on the brain in some research capacity and did a little bit of work on Alzheimer's, as frustrated as most researchers were, but it was very, very interesting.
Right. And since you've retired, besides a little acting, what else are you up to?
Oof.
I understand you're a bit of a sailor.
Oh, just a little bit. I'm lucky enough to have a good sailboat that takes me all over the place. But one of the things that I was really impressed with the play, and I'm glad you put it in there, is that the idea of talking down to people in nursing home. It's very hard for the staff. They use terms like dearie and old man and pops and things like that. They don't mean to be unkind, but they try to love these people or give them love, but they're so stressed. But it would be so much better if everybody had a name tag on and everybody called them by their real names. It's so important. That dignity in old age is very important, as I approach it myself.
Yeah, and where did you find the William character that you played tonight?
Oh, well, I have worked on the wards. I've seen people like that, and so I've witnessed it firsthand, and it was just a matter of reflecting back something I'd seen.
Great.
Yeah, both of you guys absolutely captured the characters exactly as I envisioned them. It was really amazing to watch that, and just the combination of the desperation with William and then the changing emotions with Becky throughout the thing as she gets more closer and closer during the conversation.
I actually wanted to tell you that I loved the name of the play. Yeah, Something in the Nothing. I just I sat and thought about that when it was sent to me, and I read it, and I just thought that was just, it's 3 words, but it says so much. Mm-hmm. So kudos.
Yeah.
4 words. Sorry, I apparently I can't count. That's not my forte. But hey,
wonderful actress. No one. The only thing you need to count. Well, you can have an accountant for the important counting. But yeah. If we swing the mic over to Nicholas, now that you've written one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely would be interested in doing more. It was just such a great experience, and it was something totally new to me because it's such a different form of writing where it's completely dialogue-based to a large extent, and there's so much less in the way of, you're not describing the scene, you're trying to paint it with the dialogue while still having the dialogue be realistic, because you don't want to say, oh, well, I'm sitting in a red room now, and the room has windows, I'm looking out the window, right. Or what have you, but I loved the experience.
Right. And for those of you that don't remember, it was on a True Tales radio interview. I asked you if you'd ever write a play.
That's correct,
and at that point, you, thought I was crazy?
I never even really thought about it before, so I remember that.
Yeah, and if we'll swing the mic over to Erica, we're doing really well with the choreography here. Woo-hoo. Erica, what's coming up next for you, acting-wise? If the people locally want to actually see you in a production or on film.
Well, I've been in productions here in Portsmouth. I don't have a theater play or anything coming up soon, but I am working right now on a music video series. This person calls it a sonic film. So it's his music, but it's also set to a storyline. So each one is around 10 minutes, I think, long. So I've already done one, and it's in post-production. And so we're kind of working on the next couple. And actually this weekend, sometimes as an actress, you take things that are commercial. And so I'm actually, it's funny, it's not really a movie, but it's a storyline that it's for a company to show, it's kind of a training video. But it's a storyline to show them how they should behave in the workplace, kind of. So that's my next thing. I'm not sure if anybody's going to want to watch that one, but other than the trainees. But
yep, and John, what's up next for you? Back on the boat?
Several things, but I want to say that Nicholas did write a wonderful play, but I want to emphasize that there are good parts to being old. I'm 81 now, and I am looking forward to many more years. There are things you can't do, the things you're limited with, but my golly, the appreciation of being privileged to be on this little planet and enjoying things and seeing things and working with people, there are so many compensations. And thank you to my family, too. They've given me a great deal of support.
Yes, and actually, I don't know how much time we have. I just wanted to say I have some friends that have family members that have Alzheimer's, and they're going through tough times right now. And, a lot of people will sometimes say, oh, that's like the worst sentence ever. But to give the hope is that those moments that they do have where they come back, those are the things you hold on to, and those are gifts. So
right, and one of the programs we produce here at WSA is Don't Diss My Ability, and one of the things that we are doing is we are connecting with Alzheimer's and other facilities, assisted living facilities, to make this play available to them.
Oh, wow.
So that
Thank you.
So that not only the residents but their families, that it can be a benefit to people throughout the Seacoast. And we're just looking out the window to see if they're about ready. Okay, they look like they're about ready.
All right.
So I will thank John and Erica and Nicholas.
Thank you.
Let you go outside
Thank you.
and enjoy My Favorite Husband in the Wills. And 1 minute I'm stalling. Okay, I'll do. Well, no, I can remind people of the weather. It is 77 degrees. It is going to be clear tonight, sunny tomorrow and Thursday. 30% chance of thunder showers moving in Friday night with a high of 87. Sunny on Saturday with a high of 82. I have covered the weather.
Did you mention that people can get this? I don't know. Did you say that? Just figured that people can find this online if they wanted to share it?
Yes, if you go to WSCAFM.org. And we have the archives there. And all our cast members will get an individual recording from John Lovering tomorrow.
And on behalf of the cast, I'd like to say thank you to all of you here for giving us the opportunity to have great fun doing this.
Oh, that's what we aim to do, and we hope to do it again real soon. And now we're going to go back out to My Favorite Husband and the Wills.